21 proti 21.
So we are ready to start the battle for the third place of men's category Polearm duel 1 versus 1 between Russia and Ukraine.
Ano, potlesk pro oba borce. Tihle dva bojovníci se teď poperou o bronzovou medaili na letošním mistrovství světa, tedy v bitvě národů, která se konala tady pod Petřínskou rozhlednou od čtvrtka.
First round.
Marshall calling the start of this 1 versus 1 polearm duel. Nice aggressive shot there from the Russian. But, very, very good in defence, and Ukraine will need to come up with some sharp counter-attacks. Very, very tense. They're both making good use of the space that they've got. Neither is staying right forward. A big lean there from the Russian. So slightly exposed, has to move back. Not a lot of aggression from the Ukrainian right now. That's a big strike there from the Russian, and now on the attack is the Ukrainian who stretches that cord. Big tussle there in the middle. And he's just switching there, the Ukrainian. It's a nice strike there from the Russian to the helmet of the Ukrainian. Good move, good block there from the Russian. Swipe there.
Time, stop fight!
That is called.
Tvrdý úder se líbil fanouškům a první kolo bylo ukončeno. Ukončili ho Maršalové, což jsou ti pánové ve žlutých pláštích, kteří ovšem rozhodují. Takže jaký se rozhodčí toho boje.
You just saw there how close in they were. Great shot there from the Russian to the helmet of the Ukrainian, who tries to get a counter back. And a bit of contact actually there. I thought it was a defensive move from the Ukrainian. Now, huge blow to the head of the Ukrainian. You can see the Russian working at full stretch there.
Second round. Fight!
Going on to round 2. Strikes there, coming down from the Russian. And he's taking hold of the centre of that, this. The Ukrainian apologising for what seemed to be a thrust there, but of course it didn't cause any damage. He swings there, but you can see, despite the strength of this big Russian, how cumbersome these weapons can be. And when you're swinging that hard, bringing your weapon is down, the Ukrainian, I think he tried to defend himself there. We saw in the group stage of this 1 versus 1 a number of breakages. A big hit there from the Russian, who's now capitalising it. The Ukrainian knows he has to strike and be more aggressive if he's to get back into this fight. Great strikes there. It's another nice shot to the head. And yes, the first breakage there. Gets a replacement halberd. Big strike there from the
Time, stop fight!
That is called. One more connections there from the Russian, and he did even take off the top of the polearm, the Ukrainian's polearm.
So So with the result 2-0, the victory in the third place goes to Russia Fighter 1.
And the Russian coming out victorious for third place.
Gratulujeme do Ruska.
Very nice shots there. Ukraine having some problems. You can see the huge boat coming in from the side.
Si odsud z Prahy, z bitvy národů odveze bronzovou medaili a za malou chvíli už uvidíme velké finále tohoto duelu 1-1 dlouhými dřevcovými zbraněmi. A můžeme už přivítat bojovníka z Běloruska.
The Belarusian fighter now comes in for the final, where he faces the USA.
And now the battle for the first place in men's category Polearm duel 1 versus 1 between Belarus 1 and USA 1. And Belarus 1 gets technical win.
Oh, not sure what happened there, but the United States has conceded. Well, that's a victory by default for the Belarusian fighter. The USA take second place. But I'm not sure what happened there. You can see maybe it's the injury from the American fighter, just couldn't get better. The medics suggested he don't fight, and you can see that he's got a sling there, so he was unable to fight. First place for Belarus. I didn't see him sustain an injury yesterday, but apparently it was so. So that's it. First place to Belarus, second place to the United States, third place to Russia.
Category 5 versus 5 at 11:15.
I see 11:15 there will be the time for the 5 versus 5 battles. So join us then. We're going to just start, and we'll go to a break now. Don't go away.
Hi, we are having the fighter from Team USA with us here. What is your name?
Jeffrey Galley.
What happened to your hand?
Not my hand, my shoulder during a fight with Moldova. Dislocated my shoulder, and we had to pop it back in, which allowed me to do one more fight with Russia, and it was great, but then I can't move it any longer. I can't fight. If it was just pain, I'd fight, but I can't use my arm.
So you were supposed to fight with the fighter from Belarus right now, but he got the technical victory, yeah, because of this.
Yeah.
Generally, are you satisfied with your result? Well, except for the injured shoulder.
The opportunity to fight such a great night as Alexei, to me, is worth 1,000 gold medals. And the medals are, it's that moment, you know, of chivalry, and to be able to fight with somebody, a man of such honor, to me, there's nothing better than that. So yes, I'm very satisfied.
Are you going to continue fighting? Are you going to continue training?
Oh yes, of course. As soon as this gets back in order, I might have to have surgery on it. Who knows? But I'd like the 5-on-5s. That's what my team couldn't make it because of babies, weddings, and injuries. But next year, hopefully, we'll be back with our 5-on-5 to fight with USA.
We know that Team USA has been with us last year. What has changed at Battle of the Nations since last year?
At Battle of Nations, for us or for Battle of Nations?
Generally, your impression for Team USA, for Battle of the Nations as a festival?
Every year, well, it gets better and better every year, but the skill of the fighters on every country just goes up and up exponentially. It's amazing to watch. And the best thing about it is the friendship and camaraderie we have with our opponents.
We can see that everybody is really, really friendly here. Thank you very much. We wish you a good recovery, and we want to see you next year.
Thank you very much.
the fighter from Team Russia is with us. Congratulations on the third place. Поздравляем вас с третьим местом. How difficult was it for you? Did you expect the third place or you wanted to achieve a little bit more? Вы ожидали третьего места или хотели чего-то большего?
Ну, в прошлом году я был чемпионом мира. Конечно же, ожидал стать чемпионом мира. Но в этом году не повезло. Может быть, мои огрехи, может, соперники стали сильнее. Поэтому только третье место.
Last year he was the champion of world, and it was difficult, and maybe opponents are better now, so it was difficult but good, and it's a moment of opportunity and случай.
Hand of fate.
It's destiny, right? It just happened. Have there been any surprises for you here? Have some other fighters surprised you? Something was unexpected? Может, были какие-то сюрпризы? Вы чего-то не ожидали?
Нет, все было ожидаемо. Известен самый крутой на этот момент участник этого турнира Джефф Галли, который, к сожалению, получил травму вчера. И, соответственно, я готовился к нему и, ну, как вышло, так вышло. Он победил по очкам.
No, all situation was expecting, and the most famous opponent was Jeff Garley from USA, and he was preparing for fight with him. But we know that Jeff Garley had victory, and it's a tournament, it's a competitions.
It was fair, right? What do you want to change for the next year to achieve better results, to become a world champion again?
I want to change rules of this tournament. And I did it.
What was wrong about the rules? What do you want to change?
Я думаю, что мы это обсудим непосредственно уже с участниками этого турнира, потому что правила данного турнира были изменены по отношению к прошлому году, изменены, к сожалению, в худшую сторону. Это был эксперимент, который оказался неудачным. Организаторы пообещали это исправить.
So he said that they are planning to discuss with organizations about rules, because these rules were changed than rules the last year, and it takes its experiment moment, and it takes this tournament maybe not so visible and not so exciting, and it's a difference in the rules.
So the rules will be discussed, yeah? Thank you very much. The third place is a great result. We congratulate you one more time. Enjoy yourself here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, we are having a head of the Marshals Committee here with us. What is your name?
Hello, my name is Alexander Davidov.
Which country do you represent?
Actually, marshals don't represent any countries. Historically, I am from Russia.
What are your tasks here? Do you judge at the list, or you just control what marshals do here?
Okay, I have actually two steps of my work, maybe three. One step is before the exactly Battle of the Nations, another one during, and another one after Battle of the Nations. Before Battle of the Nation, I organized marshals' work. I invite them here. I organize their work on the battlefield, and actually I work as a person who work with appeal forms. And after after Battle of the Nation, of course, we control the results, form the schedule for further tournament, and try to get as much experience from the biggest tournament of HMBI Association as we can.
Well, let's talk about appeal forms. As far as we understand, these are the forms that where teams can write down if they are not satisfied with the decision of the judges during the fight or after the fight. How many appeal forms have there been? Well, roughly.
Okay, actually, I'll just make one mark. Not always when they're unsatisfied, but sometimes when they don't understand why one or another result took place. So that's normal. Actually, all marshals are still men, and they shouldn't make mistakes, but still they can. And for example, if team fills the appeal form and we accept it as it was a marshal's mistake, we give the appeal form back, so team has the team has another opportunity to get an appeal, and we change the decision of the fight. Even we can ask for a rematch.
How do you decide? Do you watch the videos from the match, or you just hear the opinions of the marshals?
We try to be as objective as possible. For me personally, I don't see most of the battles, so I ask a representative of each countries which fought this battle to be objective. Together we look at the video, and I apply only such decision which is accepted by both of the countries. So the principal moment is that after the appeal they should shake their hands and say that, oh, we understand that everything is clear. That's principal moment.
We know that friendship is very important here, and well, this is the main thing that is being boosted here. Also, we have a question. We understand that you are a very experienced marshal. Where else do you judge? All over the world, only in Russia or here, or?
Unfortunately, I don't have so many time to travel to all tournaments I wanted. For example, this year I was marshalling a tournament in the USA, in Sonora near San Francisco. Also, I try to marshal all the biggest tournaments in Russia, and sometimes I come to different countries. And of course, one of the hardest tournaments to marshal, not Battle of the Nation, I mean, but others, is the Dynamic Cup in Russia. So for this year there were something like 30 teams or more, and too many battles. And if, for example, here we have national teams, it's a different type, it's clubs tournament, as in football or hockey system. So some battles even harder than here, because there are, for example, long time opposite forces in one country trying to struggle each other. They don't have opportunity to do it here because just 3 teams from each team for 5 versus 5. And for example, on Dynamic Cup, more than 10 teams from other country can be presented.
How are marshals trained?
Actually, there are some types of training. First of all, they should know the rules. That's principal moment. The next moment is experience. So even some night marshals which marshal in different countries, when they come here, they work as just line marshal or even for the first time as a trainees. So the principal moment is experience, and actually the moment we need mostly from marshals is to have a fighting experience. So it's very important to understand how fighters fight, what's principle for them, and how not to interrupt the battle to make them nervous. Because we understand that they're trying to win, and they can make some wrong decision or do some wrong activities, and not always they do that just to win, but there can be some accidents.
Have there been any surprises here at Battle of the Nations? Something unexpected? Maybe some teams have shown better results than everybody expected?
From my opinion, the level of fighters grow from year to year, and the principal moment for me is to make the armor better. And the result of better armor is the result of less injuries. And for this year, I think that we made a great step forward. We still have too many not very useful or not very acceptable armors from different teams, but from year to year there is more and more better complex.
Have the rules changed in different categories since last year?
First of all, we have one principal category, duels, and actually we're not changing the rules, we're just trying to fill out the mistakes. For example, if you know, even in hockey, in football, they sometimes change the rules when they understand that something is really bad or unaccepted for this moment. And the principal moment that not marshals change the rules. This decision is made by Captain's Summit. So we just work with them, or we prepare some ideas or some marks to the rules. So it's the most democratic principle, and we work as only those who accept the rules and work with them here.
And a personal question, the last one. What do you personally like about historical medieval battle and Battle of the Nations as a festival?
Actually, I like I like people who are involved in our process, and I see that all people, from fighters to organizational teams, volunteers, they really like it. And I like atmosphere of the festival, and I like the sports atmosphere and fair play, of course.
Thank you very much for being with us and for your fair justice. Thank you.
Thank you.